All right, what's up, my Scorpio, my mystical enchanted Scorpios? How y'all doing today? And yes, I know y'all was looking at my eyes, I am a Scorpio moon. Can you tell? So I do have these cards, and this is the Light Seer Tarot deck. I'm going to be using them to do your weekly reading for love, to let you know kind of what's going on. But of course, you probably already know what's going on because you already been looking into it and, and trying to find the answers to make sure that whoever you talking to or whatever you're dealing with is worth and worthy of your love. Ain't that right, Scorpio? All right. So I'm going to do a 7-card spread, 1 card to represent each day of the week. And then at the bottom of the deck is going to be the advice from Spirit. And the top of the deck card will be pulled if I need to have any clarification. If you are looking for a private or personal reading, you can find the information for that in the description box below. So without further ado, Scorpio, let's get into it. All right. Monday, let's see Tuesday. Energy working for Scorpio's highest good. The Creator, Spirit guides. Let's see. Let me know the love energies that Scorpio can expect for this upcoming week. Let me know the energy that Scorpio's cards fell, but it's way too many. So I'm gonna put those back. Let's see. Okay, I had some cards pop, but they didn't fall out. I'm trying to get my flyers, so I really know that that's the energy for you guys. I like to really be sure. Okay, yep, they jumped. So everybody is getting the 4 of Wands this week. I feel like a lot of people are restructuring their stability, which definitely seems like it's right on time with all of the planets in retrograde and the eclipse season that we just kind of made it through. Okay, I need 2 more cards for my Scorpio. 2 more cards for Scorpio. One more card for Scorpio for the upcoming week in love. Okay, I asked for 1 card and I got a lot to say. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. That's how I always see it. Okay. Again. So I'm gonna take all 3 of these to represent Sunday because I feel like it's meant to come out. This is like the 3rd time I got a group of cards, so I'm gonna take that group. And at the bottom of the deck we have the 3 of Cups, and I'll tap into that in a little bit and kind of let you know what the advice is. So without further ado, let's talk Monday. So Monday I see the 3 of Pentacles. It looks like you are in a cooperative energy, working on some type of project or relationship, partnership. It looks like to me something creative, and sometimes with Scorpio energy they say, though I know if there's no truth to this or not, I'm just kidding, it's definitely truth to this. Sometimes in certain situations we look to dominate the space because it gives us a sense of control over that space, so we don't have any kind of unexpected things happening because we're pretty much influencing all the events taking place within that space, and it helps us with our many fears of, you know, deception or anything going on behind our back or unbeknownst to us. So by being controlling, it helps us alleviate some of those fears some of the time. And Monday, it looks like we're actually have come into a point of learning that you don't always have to dominate every space with your energy, and it's okay sometimes to allow other people to have a hand on the wheel as well. And we don't always know best, and especially when it comes down to other people and what they want and what they desire, it's like giving them an opportunity and a space to be themselves and offer whatever they offer that is uniquely them, as opposed to us giving them what we want them to offer to a situation. So I see us cooperating and working together with other people and their ideas and letting them input. So if it's a relationship partner, you're hearing their input on how they want the relationship to go. If it's a business partner, you're listening to their ideas. If it's in a workspace, you're taking on, like, you know, like more of like in a background type of role where you're still putting your input, but you're sharing the space. So I feel like that's good. That's progress. Tuesday, I feel like you're kind of reflecting over this, and you you could be having a little like, I don't know if I'm making the right choice or not. I don't know if kind of letting a little bit of my power go. It's like you're struggling with the way that you're accustomed being, and you're kind of thinking about it like, okay, the last time that I shared my power, or the last time that this happened, you know, this caused this and that. But you're also thinking about the ways and strategies you went to try to protect yourself to prevent someone doing that to you again. So you're kind of really in a self-reflective mode for times where you took the energy beyond yourself and tried to dominate spaces or control and manipulate stuff to go in your favor, and how that impacted you and how much that held you back from truly reaching a place of like inner peace or calmness. Because the 5 to me is right before the 6 of Swords. And so the 6 of Swords, you know, is moving into calmer waters, taking a lesson that you learn and going forward. And since you're only at the 5 in this card, it's kind of like you're thinking about how you trying to conquer or dominate spaces has actually held you back from actually reaching a true security within yourself. Because ultimately, having power over things, like, that's not true power. Like, a lot of people think that. They think like, oh, the more that I make people fear me, or in fear as like a thing of respect, or the more intimidating I am, or the more this, then the more power I have. But true power comes from within. It's not your ability to dominate and control other people. It's you being yourself in such a high vibration that it inspires people to want to do something within their own selves. That's true power. And you're learning like something about yourself to say, like, all this time that I thought that I was walking in true power, I wasn't. And because I wasn't, that held me back from the progress that I could have made. And you're kind of having a day of self-reflecting. And it's okay to self-reflect. Just make sure that we don't stay in that energy. And then Wednesday, I see that the fruits of your labor from Monday, you seeing, it's basically like a positive direction. Like, you're knowing, okay, this is actually, it's kind of giving you a sense of, I'm making the right choice. Like, I made the right choice because you're celebrating. So something that you could have been working on Monday, Wednesday, you see, like, let's say if you were working on your relationship and you start giving a little power away to your partner, you see how harmonious it has switched the energy when you guys hang out together and go to each other's houses or outages. It's just a different type of harmony that you see within your relationship or your business partnership or your workspace. And that harmony is inspiring to you because it's letting you know, like, growing and evolving and changing is good. As excruciating as it might be, or as fearful as that might be, it actually works out in its higher good. And I feel like on Wednesday you're getting that kudos that you need to keep going in this direction and know that you're making the right decision, and it's okay to let go of those old behavior patterns. So that's very good, Scorpio. I love it. And then on on 10 of Swords, on Thursday, we have the 10 of Swords. Now, I know, wait. Every time someone sees the 10 of Swords, y'all are like, ah! Okay, it's not that kind of energy. In this 10 of Swords, you see all of the swords and the thoughts as a freeing energy more. It's like a rebirth and a new beginning of being able to let go of that betrayal energy or that hurt or that old energy and feeling free, like walking towards the sunlight, walking towards brighter days. So this confirmation on Wednesday is giving you the ability to fully have a purge and a release on Thursday. You might cry, you might just laugh till you can't stop laughing, you might just rest, like it's just some type form. You might have great you know, this is a channel that kids might click on, so I'm not gonna say that, but you might have other releases in other type of ways, so that lets you know that you're definitely moving in a right direction. So it's another confirmation. And then so Friday, you have the Page of Swords. So you're getting new ideas and new insights, and you feel like it's a new beginning, like you're starting to pick up new knowledge. So it's like a space, I feel like it's taking you to a place that you've never been. So if you were stuck and you were held back before because of your behavior patterns, you find yourself ascending into a new level of relationship or a new level of partnership within business or new workspace. And it's somewhere you've never been because you've never allowed yourself to have it. So now you're trying to research and study on how to sustain it, because I feel like it's something you really like and it's making you feel lighter. So you're like, okay, I want to know now. I knew every way how to prevent me from progressing to this level. Now I want to get the information and knowledge on how to ascend to this level and stay here. So you're kind of looking into information on how you hold that vibration, which is good. And on Saturday, I feel like you get more information and more confirmation that you are moving in the right direction. I see just like a rebirth in energy, more release. So this is a powerful week for you, Scorpios. I think that you're releasing so much of old thoughts and patterns and people and spaces that have prevented you from forward progression. And I feel like it's mostly changes and endings within yourself, within your thought patterns. And I feel like it's just whenever you think like, okay, I'm done, it's like another thing or another discovery that's like, oh, something else gets released, something else gets rebirthed. And I feel like that's like a combination point that's coming on Saturday of like everything that you've been learning and releasing during the week. So I feel like this is really good. I see a new beginning, a new start, all stemming from the choice that you made to work together and give a little bit of space and opportunity for other people to succeed as well. I love it. And last but not least, on Sunday, let's see. So here we have the Six of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. Yes. Yes, Scorpio. Yes, absolutely. So with this, I'm seeing if you're in a love relationship, I'm seeing that harmony, that two become one energy, that pouring into each other's cup energy, that yin and yang energy coming in strongly. I feel like it's a victory and a success. It's like, oh wow, like my relationship is really blossoming into what I always hoped that a relationship could be. Not just this one, but all relationships before. It's like finally feeling like all of the relationships in the past, or the business partnerships in the past, or the situations in the past showed me, well, this love is showing me the fruits of everything I invested into those other situations, and everything I wanted things before this to be, this is. And I feel like you're able to invest in it, like a new investment of commitment. Because I feel like sometimes we can be a sign that kind of holds our commitment or our loyalty back a little bit to find out the intentions of another person. So a lot of times we'll do little tests of love to see how much do you really love us? How much are you really committed to this? How loyal are you really? Because we know the depths of ourselves. We know the ability and the lengths that we would go to protect someone, to provide for them, to love them, to nurture them. And we want to make sure that when we give our love or ourselves to somebody, that they can match that vibration, because dealing with a Scorpio ain't for the faint of heart, or people with Scorpio placements for that matter. So we want to make sure that they're worth this type of commitment and investment, especially if we've been burnt by other people in the past. So we definitely like are slow to kind of give our pinnacle, but I see a new start if you like putting it in, like, okay, now I'm about to build my 10 of Pentacles here. Like, I'm finally resting and committing in this relationship in a deeper way, like emotionally, in a way, and practically, where I'm actually going to build something within this. And I feel like this is beautiful, Scorpio. And the advice from Spirit is the 3 of Cups. So it's just harmony. It's celebration, it's reconciling. So if you and somebody, you know, were on bad terms at first, or not speaking, or you kind of didn't know what was going to turn out from this, I see like the harmony and everything being restored. So this is going to be a great week for Scorpios, just as long as you allow yourself the opportunity, space, and the permission to grow. So if you was looking for any confirmation, this is it. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to talking to you guys and speaking with y'all next week.